Hi, and welcome to GrafXQuest. This is Lady T, and I want to thank you for stopping in. I want to show you something really cool this weekend, and this is going to help you putting together your journals and lots of other things. It's also going to save you some money. So first, I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm using for products. We are not affiliates for these products, so definitely feel free to switch them out if you want to for something else that you might think works better. These are just some things that I've tried and I've tested and think you might actually like these things because they'll save you some money, which is really cool. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you how to make some sticky dots. You know, those little glue dots that you use to, well, you know, make to, I don't know, glue and tack things together. Second of all, I'm going to show you how to make Post-it notes. And third, I'm going to show you how to make stickers or glue for stickers. And, well, both stickers and glue for stickers. Okay, so anyway, first I'm going to show you Jasco. This is the only reason I'm using Jasco is for a couple reasons. One, I use it to thin out rubber cement. It's actually a green product. It's safer on the environment, which is why I use it. It's for oil paints and thinning out rubber cement, things like that. But the main reason I'm going to be using it is that for the tack it over and over from Aleene's is super sticky, and washing your hands with just soap and water does not cut it, unfortunately. And when you use it on your paintbrush, it's pretty much the only thing that's going to dissolve it is some kind of a paint thinner. Or you can actually use a acetone nail polish remover too. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you how to make is the sticker glue, okay? Now, I know that if you're printing out any of the journal stickers, and this week, one of the freebies we're giving away, and when I say this week, we're talking about May and Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to Kate this week. One of our users, and Katie, I want to say hi to you guys. And anyway, so these are one of the freebies that are going out this week in the newsletter. This is Alice in Wonderland, created by Angel Coach. And now, if you want to save some money, you're probably printing these out onto sticker sheets. But if you want to print them out onto just regular paper, okay, and make your own stickers, you can. And this is how you do it. Okay, all you need is like a jar, an empty jar with a lid, okay, like this. All right, and this is what it looks like when it's done, actually. This is the sticker glue when it's done. You can see how it's kind of slightly coagulated. And you need some distilled vinegar. You need 1 cup of distilled vinegar. And actually, I'm going to have you back that up to 3/4 of a cup of distilled vinegar. You're going to boil that distilled vinegar. You're going to take 1 little packet of Knox gelatin. And just so you know, that when you buy a box of the Knox gelatin in the grocery store, 4 envelopes come in this. I really didn't pay much attention to that, so I bought like 4 boxes of this stuff, not knowing there was 4 envelopes in it. So I now have truckloads of it. But you only need 1 envelope of this. You're going to put this 1 envelope, open it, put it inside your jar. You're going to boil 3/4 of a cup of white distilled vinegar, and you're going to slowly pour it into your Knox. That's Knox powder that's inside your jar, okay, and dissolve it in there. And it's okay if it clumps up a little bit. No big deal. It'll pretty much dissolve over time. Just dissolve your Knox into the vinegar. Okay, let it cool. Once it cools, pop a lid onto your jar, and that is it. You now have your sticker glue, okay? And what you do with it is you're going to put it on with a with a brush, okay? You put it onto the back of your sticker. So here I already pre-cut out some of the Alice in Wonderland stickers ahead of time. you actually just paint it onto the back, and you put a nice thick coating on. Make sure you put a nice thick coating on. All right. Now I had already put some onto these stickers earlier, or these cut out. These are just little pieces of paper with the St. Jude Children's Hospital on them. And as you can see over here, I licked and stuck them onto this paper over here, the St. Jude Children's Hospital. So it's kind of like the old postage stamp type glue. It is not going to come off. And you can use this for making envelopes too. So if you want to make homemade envelopes and things like that. So I'm going to lick and stick this one right now. Ugh. Wait, that one doesn't have glue on it. This one does. Sorry. Ew. Yep, tastes like vinegar. But the cool thing is, it's vinegar and it's not. So it's totally safe. Yep. And it is a sticker, see? So now, there you go. Now, I didn't lick it real well, but as you can see, it sticks and sticks really, really good. So you want to make your own stickers? There you go. And the cool thing is once it dries on the back, okay, you can actually, once these dry out, and I can show you how to do this really, really quick. Once it dries out, you take your sticker paper, or just regular paper. It's just regular paper. That's all I'm doing. Take your stuff, and bear with me. My camera, I'm sorry, using my phone, so it's a little bit on the wiggly side. And I apologize for that. But you're going to take your stuff, and you're going to dip it in, and you're going to paint it on nice and thick. Okay? Nice and thick. Right onto your paper. The cool thing is once this dries, and you're going to let it dry nice over 20, you know, like about 24 hours. It doesn't really take that long, but give it a good 24 hours. But once it dries out real well, the cool thing is you're going to be able to store this in an envelope. They store nice and dry. Okay, they'll store dry where you can put it in an envelope. And now you've got these stickers forever. And they're not going to stick to themselves unless you put them into a place that's got moisture. So put them in an envelope, keep them in a dry place that doesn't have moisture and stuff. And now you basically have your own stickers, okay, that you've created. And no more sticker sheets, because that stuff's really expensive. Okay. Anyway, that's it with the sticker glue. Pretty easy stuff, and it will stay this consistency. So just keep it in a jar on the shelf. All right, next thing I'm going to show you is how to make some sticky dots. All right, sticky dots. I showed you briefly. We're using the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. And let me get into a little bit better light here for you. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over, and it says temporary fabric adhesive. This stuff is super, super sticky. But the cool thing is there's 4 ounces of this, and I got it for $4. Now, those little sticky dots, you get 60 itty bitty dots. You know, you get a little 60 dots for about this big for $5, 60 of them. The Aleene's Over and Over, I can make thousands of dots for the same, actually for the $4. Okay, I can make thousands of dots, but I can make them any shape I want. So here's some that I've made already. Okay, the ones on the left are still white because they're drying, and I made them on wax paper. Okay, so all I did was dot, 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 make my dot shapes onto wax paper, and when they dry, and it takes about 24 hours for it to dry, the clearer ones are the ones that are already dry now, and I can pull them off and use them to make my sticky dots. Here's some ones I'm testing. You just want to make sure that what you're putting them on is a non-stick material. I'm using non-stick aluminum foil made by Reynolds. So I'm testing it on here too. As you can see, these are not ready yet because these are still white. But then I have some on wax paper here. These little guys are ready. I'll show you. Oops, sorry. because they're clear. See how they become clear, kind of a foggy clear color? These are all ready now, and they are super, super sticky. And I'm sorry about the camera again, but do you see how they become? They are super, super sticky and tacky. And you can make them any size you want. And then when you're done, and when they're done after 24 hours, all you have to do is put another piece of wax paper. And like I said, I'm testing tin foil, so I'll let you know how that works. And I'm also testing this, this is actually on parchment paper, this piece, because I'm having a feeling that the parchment paper might be better than wax paper, because I've noticed that on the wax paper, some of the wax is coming off. So it might be better on the parchment paper, and I'll also let you know on that. So I'm testing those. But like I said, once they are dry, put another piece on top of it, and then just store them in an envelope, and there you go. You have a whole bunch of sticky, little sticky dots for your craft projects. And that's for making cards and sticking pieces. If you use sticky dots, I'm sorry, you know what those are for. Next, I'm going to show you how to, using that same product, the over and over, to actually make Post-it notes. Okay, so what I did is, using the over and over, I'm doing 3 parts of the over and over to, excuse me, back that up. Sorry, 3 parts water to 4 parts over and over. Okay, so let's just say I use 4 tablespoons of water. No, again, bear with me, sorry. 4 tablespoons of the over and over to 3 tablespoons of water. The idea is to have just 1 more of the over and over, so it's a little bit on the stickier side. And then I shake it up, and I put this inside of a squirt bottle. All right, and then what I do is I take this, I squirt it out onto a piece of paper. And then using, I didn't want that to go into my sticky notes, but using a brush, all right, I'm actually just using it on the top side of my pieces of paper that I want to turn into sticky notes. And I'm just brushing it very lightly on the top, like this. And you want to do a decent coating across the top. And once that dries, and that dries within a couple of hours, and I'm cleaning my brush here now because this gets really gummy, as you can see. This gets very gummy. So that's where I'm using my paint thinner there to clean my brush, because this stuff does not clean well in water. All right, but what's cool is that once this dries, these become really great Post-it notes, and now they're slightly wrinkled because I just painted over the top of this one. But as you can see, and sorry about the camera, I just knocked it over. But here's the Post-it notes that I made earlier. And I probably put a little bit too much on there, but you can play with the tackiness on it and see. But however, here you go. It does stick to things. See? And you can tack it, take it off, and tack it over and over. And if you don't like how tacky it is, you can do 4 parts to 4 parts, or 4 parts water to 4 parts glue. But I just found that it seemed to be a little bit better, tackier. It's just that this paper is a little bit cheap, of a cheaper paper, and so it's pulling up some of the hairs on it and stuff like this. But and I used a lot of glue on it earlier. All right, sorry, I'm doing a great job of knocking the camera over here. So anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a great, happy Mother's Day. And also check out, there's a link down below of joining our Facebook site now, where you're going to be able to get the planner stickers of all the back issues that you've been looking for. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us. Bye.